Narcissists thrive on control, manipulation, and emotional chaos. But there's one personality type that can effortlessly deflect their advances: the Sigma INFJ, with an extraordinary ability to navigate the emotional landscape. Sigma INFJ can protect themselves from narcissistic behavior. In this video, we'll dive into the 8 emotional mastery techniques that help Sigma INFJ maintain peace and power in a world full of narcissistic drama. Unmatched emotional intelligence. Sigma INFJ possess an extraordinary level of emotional intelligence, which allows them to understand and navigate complex emotional landscapes with ease. This ability goes beyond simply recognizing emotions in themselves. It extends to others as well. They can easily detect subtle shifts in energy or behavior, making them acutely aware of narcissistic traits and manipulative tendencies from the very beginning. Because they are naturally tuned into emotional cues, Sigma INFJ can spot when someone is trying to manipulate, control, or emotionally exploit them. This early awareness enables them to take proactive steps to safeguard their boundaries before the narcissist can gain any emotional leverage. Whether it's identifying gaslighting, emotional blackmail, or attempts to provoke guilt, Sigma INFJ can sense these behaviors early on, making them resilient to manipulation. Their heightened emotional intelligence also helps them maintain a clear sense of self, unaffected by the narcissist's attempts to distort their reality. This self-awareness and emotional acumen create a powerful defense against narcissistic control, keeping them in charge of their emotional state at all times. Mastering emotional detachment. Sigma INFJ possesses a unique ability to detach emotionally from toxic situations, which is a crucial skill when dealing with narcissists. This emotional detachment allows them to avoid being swept up in the chaos or drama that narcissists often create to gain control. Unlike others who might become emotionally entangled or manipulated by the narcissist's tactics, Sigma INFJ maintains a sense of calm and control. By keeping their emotions in check, they prevent narcissists from using their feelings against them. Narcissists often rely on triggering emotional responses to manipulate others, but Sigma INFJ are adept at recognizing these attempts and distancing themselves. This skill helps them stay rational, assess the situation objectively, and avoid falling into emotional traps. Moreover, emotional detachment enables Sigma INFJ to protect their mental and emotional well-being. They don't invest energy into the narcissist's drama or needs for validation, and as a result, they remain unaffected by attempts to control or manipulate them. This emotional resilience is key in keeping narcissists at bay and maintaining peace in their lives. Setting clear boundaries. Sigma INFJ are experts at setting firm and well-defined boundaries, an essential tool in protecting themselves from narcissists. They understand that without clear boundaries, narcissists will often overstep and manipulate, gradually taking control of their time, emotions, and energy. By being proactive in setting these limits, Sigma INFJ ensure they safeguard their personal space and emotional well-being. These boundaries are not only emotional but also mental, protecting their peace of mind. Sigma INFJ communicate their limits assertively and consistently, making it clear what behaviors are unacceptable. This prevents narcissists from gaining an upper hand or exploiting any weaknesses. Their clarity and confidence in establishing these boundaries serve as a powerful defense against manipulation. The act of setting boundaries also reinforces Sigma INFJ's sense of self-worth and personal integrity. They don't tolerate mistreatment, and they are unafraid to enforce their limits, which sends a strong message to narcissists that their manipulative tactics won't work. This ability to establish and uphold boundaries is one of the most effective ways Sigma INFJ shield themselves from toxic influences. the power of silence. For Sigma INFJ, silence is a powerful tool in their emotional mastery. Narcissists thrive on emotional reactions, whether it's anger, guilt, or frustration, as they use these responses to control and manipulate others. However, Sigma INFJ understands that responding emotionally only gives narcissists the satisfaction they seek, allowing them to hold power in the situation. By choosing silence instead, they effectively disarm the narcissist. This strategic silence forces narcissists to confront their own behavior without the validation of a reaction. Sigma INFJ refusal to engage in emotionally charged exchanges is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It sends a clear message that they won't be manipulated or controlled through emotional tactics. By withholding their emotional responses, Sigma INFJ also creates space for self-reflection, allowing them to remain calm and grounded in the face of narcissistic provocations. This controlled, composed response further protects their emotional health and prevents the narcissist from gaining any leverage. The power of silence, in this way, becomes an essential defense mechanism in Sigma INFJ toolkit for navigating toxic relationships. Empathy paired with discernment. Sigma INFJ are known for their deep empathy, often feeling a strong emotional connection to others and their struggles. This natural ability to understand and share the feelings of others allows them to form meaningful, compassionate relationships. However, their emotional depth is paired with a powerful sense of discernment that enables them to recognize when empathy can become harmful. With narcissists, Sigma INFJ know that their empathy can easily be exploited. Narcissists often use others' empathy to fuel their sense of superiority or to manipulate people into doing their bidding. Sigma INFJ, being highly perceptive, understands the difference between genuinely supporting someone and enabling toxic behavior. When interacting with a narcissist, Sigma INFJ are careful to protect their emotional energy. They know that offering empathy to a narcissist doesn't heal or help them. Instead, it can empower the narcissist to continue their manipulative behavior. This discernment allows Sigma INFJ to set limits on how much emotional investment they give, preventing narcissists from draining their energy or taking advantage of their kindness. Confidence in saying no. Sigma INFJ possess a strong sense of self-assurance, which is a key component of their emotional mastery. This self-confidence allows them to stand firm in their convictions and recognize when something doesn't align with their values, needs, or well-being. When faced with manipulative behavior from narcissists, Sigma INFJ are unafraid to assert themselves and say no. Whether it's declining unreasonable demands, refusing to engage in toxic games, or setting boundaries with emotional manipulators, they do so without hesitation or guilt. This confidence stems from their deep understanding of their own worth and the importance of protecting their emotional space. Unlike individuals who may feel obligated to please others or fear the consequences of saying no, Sigma INFJ are comfortable prioritizing their peace over appeasing a narcissist. This ability to say no empowers them to maintain control over their environment and refuse to be manipulated or exploited. The narcissist's attempts to guilt, trip, or coerce will fall flat because Sigma INFJ recognize the importance of self-preservation and know their value is not contingent on pleasing others. Emotional independence. Sigma INFJ possess a deep sense of emotional independence that makes them highly resilient to narcissistic manipulation. Unlike those who may rely on others for emotional validation or stability, Sigma INFJ draw strength from within. They understand their emotions, needs, and desires, allowing them to navigate relationships without becoming overly reliant on external sources for their sense of self-worth. This emotional independence acts as a protective shield against narcissists, who often attempt to create dependency in others as a means of control. By establishing an emotional detachment from the narcissist's need for validation, Sigma INFJ avoid falling into the trap of being emotionally manipulated or controlled. When a narcissist tries to exploit their vulnerabilities or create a power imbalance, Sigma INFJ maintain their sense of self and inner strength. They do not seek approval or validation from others, which makes it nearly impossible for narcissists to destabilize them. This ability to stand alone emotionally ensures that Sigma INFJ remain in control of their emotional landscape and prevents narcissists from exploiting their vulnerabilities. Walking away without regret. Sigma INFJ understand the value of peace and mental well-being, which makes them unafraid to walk away from toxic relationships, including those with narcissists. They don't hesitate when it comes to recognizing when a relationship is no longer serving their best interests. Their sense of self and emotional independence empowers them to leave behind situations that drain them or compromise their mental health. Unlike others who might feel guilt or a sense of obligation to stay, Sigma INFJ know that their emotional well-being is their responsibility. They don't stay out of fear or obligation, but rather choose to walk away when the relationship becomes damaging. This ability to detach and prioritize their peace allows them to confidently step away, knowing they are making the right choice for their emotional growth and happiness. By walking away without regret, Sigma INFJ not only protect themselves from further manipulation, but they also show that they value themselves enough to let go of what no longer serves them. It's an empowering act that reinforces their sense of self-respect and emotional health. If you found these insights helpful and empowering, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on emotional mastery and personal growth. Share this video with others who could benefit from learning how to protect themselves from toxic relationships. And if you have any experiences or tips to share on how you've mastered emotional boundaries, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, and remember, your peace is worth protecting.